Alright, Guardians Supreme, this is our weekly Nightfall guide for Hunters. So if you need a Warlock or a Titan, look no further than the description box below. The Warlock's already up, and the Titan will be up later this afternoon. So this week's Nightfall is the Nexus Mind, something like that. One of my favorites to do, especially now that there's Elemental primaries back again. So let's go ahead and go over the modifiers, we'll go over the setup, and then we'll go ahead and just get straight into this guide. Alright guys, so the modifiers for Nightfall this week are Epic, Heavily Shielded, and Highly Aggressive Enemies appear in great numbers. That's going to be on every single Nightfall that you do, unless it has Daybreak, which then they just throw that in there with the Daybreak modifier. So Arc Burn, arc damage from any source is greatly increased. Specialist, special weapon damage is favored, and that also means your primary and heavy weapons will do slightly less damage. So special weapons get a big boost in damage, every other weapon get a slight nerf in damage. Juggler, no ammo drops for your equipped weapon, and Ironclad, more enemies have shields, which is not going to play much of a thing because it's pretty much just the shanks. As far as setup goes, Bones Mayo, of course. We got my baby, the Fang of Ironclad. We're going Ex Machina, high impact sniper, low rate of fire, high impact. So something like the Event Horizon or Devil's Dawn. That's the one I'm trying to think of. Those are going to be your best bets, especially, or at least for the boss fight. Maybe try out a fusion rifle or a shotgun for the first, for like the middle bit, but for the first and the last parts, you're going to want a sniper. And then Song of Ironclad, because it is kind of my favorite machine gun right now. As far as supers go, we're using Night Stalker because why use Blade Dancer? Except for the grenades, maybe. I like Shade Step. Keen Scout's pretty decent, but I like that quick evade maneuver. Lockdown. Grenade and smoke effects last twice as long, allowing strong territory control. You're not making orbs. This is like a solo guide, so I'm assuming you're doing this solo. Lockdown is what you want. Vanish and smoke. You and your allies near smoke explosions vanish from sight, making you invis. It's always handy. Bloodbound, this is pretty much my preference. Black Hole is also really good, but I just prefer Bloodbound unless I'm doing like the War Priest in the King's Fall raid, or something where I can't damage one specific thing, but it's surrounded by other things. I want to get those other things out of the way. You want to do with Black Hole, but I love some Bloodbound. Jump and grenade is also player's choice. But let's go ahead and get into this guide. Alright, so this is the very first room after you spawn in. Whatever. It is the Fallen version again. Yes, I know there is a Taken version. I will cover that if I get it in the Titan. So look out for that. I will put it in parentheses if it's like Titan Taken version. But obviously I can't cover it too well if I don't actually get that version of the strike. So anyways, this is going to be your safety zone. In my last run, I didn't get all these ads coming from the right. They literally all came from the from across the way from that doorway you can kind of see right there, and then the left-hand side spawn area. So just be very careful depending on what spawn you get. They will either come from the left or the right. So just be very careful. Mind your radar, obviously, but what you want to do is just stay back here and just kind of pick enemies off. We're using the Fang of Ironclad, which makes it really simple to do that. We have a bit of range. If you're using Fatebringer, if you've gotten that and you've done the 390 Vault of Glass, let me know how it works. I'm very interested. I've never actually had a Fatebringer before, despite being a year one player. So let me know in the comment section down below how that works if you use it in this Nightfall. But like you see here, you just want to pick off, make sure it's clear, and then with the servitors, it's literally 2 crit shots, and it'll take it down, or it's a crit shot and 2 body shots, or you know, not, I don't know what you call it on the servitor, but non headshot crit shots. So whatever you call it, the non-crit shots will take about 3 to 4. So you definitely want to hit those 2 crit shots. That'll take it down, and then the more enemies will spawn in. There is a captain that spawns in after you take out the first servitor, so be careful of that guy. But for the most part, you shouldn't have too much trouble. You see, watch this, 1 and 2 and done. So there's that. You'll see the other enemies spawning towards the back right there. So just go ahead and stay back because they're also doing arc burn and they will melt you very fast. Nice shade step there. Thank you, thank you. But once you take out the 3 servitors, you can skip the rest of this. But I find it a whole lot safer to just take out all the ads and you get points for it. It shouldn't take very long. Like you can see, I've got 1 servitor left and I've still got 26.5 minutes. Those shanks are the biggest problem for this area, in my opinion. Their shields don't go down very quickly, but use your special if you have the ability to. It takes them right out, especially if you're using a fusion grenade, though I like to use a high impact sniper. That's just my playstyle, so whatever you're using will probably work just fine in taking out those. Right out of all my ammos. But yeah, once we get that 3rd servitor, we'll go ahead and skip to that. And yeah. Alright, so once you take down that 3rd servitor, this time around, 3 or 4 of these guys right here spawned in. They didn't spawn in the first time, so it kind of took me by surprise. I forgot that they had to do that. But so just be very careful when trying to run up those stairs, because they also do arc damage. So just take them out and then go ahead and head up the stairs, and then before you round in the corner into that room, make sure you have plenty of heavy ammo because you're going to want to take out some more shanks. And then I think there's 2 or 3 vandals in there as well. All doing arc damage, of course. There's 2 there. Maybe it's 4. But anyways, take them out and then we'll just continue into the next room. Alright, so getting through this bit is actually really easy. Just go ahead and crit shot them. Take these guys down. And then after this area, there isn't any more arc damage if you get this version of the strike. I can't say about the Taken version, but as far as the Vex version, yes. There is no more arc, so you can go full ham if you want to. You still have to be careful, but there's no arc, so it's just like a regular strike, practically. Once you go down here, go ahead and take out these, not hydras, these harpies. There's just 3 of them, 4 of them, 3 of them. So go ahead and take out all 3 of them, go ahead and take out these goblins. And then what I like to do is I like to snipe the hobgoblins on the other end of the room, just to get them out of the way. And then there's also 2 minotaurs. If you do have a highest impact sniper like Devil's Dawn, Event Horizon, or Ex Machina, those are the big 3, I think. 1 snipe shot, and then 2 Fang of Uriut shots will take them down. So just be kind of careful. I mean, they're not doing arc damage, but they still will hurt you. Go ahead and grab the, I don't know what you'd call that, the spark, the little orb thing. The key, we'll call it the key. How about that? Just go ahead and jump up if you can. Over jumped it, nice. But go ahead, pop that in, and then I like to save my super for this part particularly. But of course, I waste my thing. I think I shoot it straight through the ads and it goes way past them. So if you are better with a tether than I am, you shouldn't have any trouble at all. Yeah, it went straight to the wall. Not what I wanted to happen at all. We'll go ahead and take these guys out. There's 3 Minotaurs total from that second wave. There's 1 Minotaur in the first wave, I believe. That's how it was in my first run. And then a bunch of Harpies, so it shouldn't be any difficult, not difficult at all to get this bit done. And then just stand in that little circle at the bottom, the little conflux thing. That'll open the gate. And then some Vex goblins will appear. Just, you know, spray through them, it's no biggie. And then we'll get to the next area. Alright, so once you're here, go ahead and tether these ads if you have a tether. Which hopefully they don't teleport like that before you can get to them. But if they do, no worries, it's not a big deal. Just go ahead and take them out as quick as possible. And then keep going. Alright, so once you're here, what I kind of learned to do is have one shot on several of the Minotaurs, because once you kill 2 of them, it will teleport you down. So if you can, try and get them all down to about 1 hit. There is 5 or 6 of them in this room. You can't see all of them from up there, but if you can get as many as possible, you should be pretty good to go. Alright, then once you get the last one down, the boss will spawn. Go ahead and pick up whatever ammo you can. I would save the special box for later, just in case. But as you can see, it's only going to take about 3 or 4 mags worth of special to get it down if you're using a sniper. Once you clean yourself, go ahead and run straight back. Go ahead and take out all the ads, just so you don't have to worry about them coming up to you later. And plus you get the points, so that's an added bonus. Use your heavy if you have to. It shouldn't be very hard. They're pretty much bottlenecked into coming at you, so You shouldn't be having to shoot more than 2 or 3 at a time. No big deal. There we go, and if you need cover, just go right there. This is actually my favorite cheese spot for this strike too. Because yes, he can get you through that little crevice I'm shooting through, but you've got a whole area where you can just take his ass to town, and you can have that whole area also as cover, so it's pretty much straight to the right, or no, sorry, straight to the left once you fall down into this room. But that's pretty much it. Just get cleansed from either the left or the right side. If you do get the other version and you have to grab the shield, you can still come up here as far as I know, and then just shoot the relic by activating your super. That will shoot the relic, and it'll remove the shields, and then you're golden. You should still be able to use this cover spot. But it's pretty much just rinse and repeat from here, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut up. Rewards are at the end. I did get a few, including a exotic engram, so we're gonna go through that. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, find it useful, helpful, whatever, go ahead and hit the like button. If you didn't, if you hated it, go ahead and hit the dislike button. Either way, go ahead and hit one of those thumbs. And subscribe if you're new to the channel. We do this every single Tuesday, or between Tuesday and Thursday. I have all 3 guides up for Warlock, Hunter, and Titans. So if you need any of those, hit that sub button. And then share this video with your friends. And I will talk to you guys later.
come back for them when you're ready. Let's get you home.